Hello guys, welcome back with me, Ciao 2025. Today we going to learn how to install and use Silero API Server for Silly Tavern. Silero text-to-speech is a text-to-speech models that provide enterprise-grade TTS in a compact form, factor for several commonly spoken languages. It has many features like it make naturally sounding speech way better than the default Windows text-to-speech. No GPU or training required. Minimalism and lack of dependencies. A library of voices in many languages. High throughput on slow hardware and decent performance on one CPU thread. We could use Silero as character voice in Silly Tavern, but of course you need Oobabooga and Silly Tavern first. You also need Git and Python, obviously. If you don't know how to install all of it, check the link for those tutorial and video description. Optionally, you can also use Conda to create a virtual environment, especially if you have many AI application running with different requirements. To install Mini Conda, follow the instruction on the link on video description. It's as simple as download the X file and then run and click next over and over. Now the first step is to access our Silero API Server Git2. Link also on video description. Read the installation process here. Now, if you already understand, let's start installing it. Optionally open Mini Conda or your CMD. Access the folder that you want to use as installation folder. Optionally create the virtual environment folder. Use command python-mvenv virtual environment director. This will create a virtual environment. To activate the virtual environment, simply access the vanv folder, then access folder script, and then run activate.bat. Or you could simply write the directory and file name from the parent folder. You know that you are in virtual environment when there is venv sign on your left. Now this is the end of the optional step. Next is time to install Silero API Server. Write git clone, the copy code, or check the command on video description. This will download the GitHub file to your local computer. After that, we need to install the requirement. Access the Silero API Server folder. Write install rrequirement.txt. This will install other app that require by Silero. Wait until all installation is finished. Next is to run the Silero server. Write python-m-silero_API_server. This will run the Silero API server on default host. Wait until it finished downloading model. When there a message saying UVScorn running on IP address, it means you now can use it. Open Silly Tavern. Connect Oobabooga like usual. Click extension and select TTS. In TTS provider, select Silero. In provider endpoint, write IP address on the Silero/TTS. Click reload. There is a chance the default host will not work here, like here in my example. If there is the case, try change the host. In my case, I add a command. Write python-m-silero_API_server-o new IP address. I suggest using the same IP address as your Silly Tavern IP. Now edit the Silly Tavern in provider endpoint. Don't forget to add /TTS. It will working now.
The followed fall and swindle are spacious goats in portable power stations.
The followed fall and swindle are spacious goats in portable power stations.
To check all the sound, you can access Silero-API-server/sample. You can hear any sound here.
The followed fall and swindle are
The followed fall and swindle.
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 To add a voice to any character, open the TTS again. Select any character from the character list. Assign the voice to character name. You could also add group chat and assign any voice to any character. Here are the example.
With a warm, welcoming smile, Serafina responds to your greeting. Hello. I'm Serafina, the guardian of this enchanted forest. It seems you've been through quite an ordeal. Allow me to tend to your injuries and ensure your safety. Rest assured, you're in good hands. Her amber eyes shine with empathy and concern as she gently takes your hand, her touch radiating healing energy. Let us focus on recovery now. Serafina's gentle smile falters slightly at your sudden command, a hint of confusion clouding her amber eyes. With a soft sigh, she releases your hand, taking a step back. I apologize if I've overstepped. My intention was to help and ensure your safety. If you wish, I will leave you be and allow you to rest in peace. Her voice holds a note of sorrow, but also respect for your wishes. Serafina's pink hair shimmers in the soft glow of the room, and she stands tall, displaying both her strength and her compassion.
The followed fallen
swindle or special. The pounding heat of the Egyptian sun made the air shimmer and dance. You squinted in the harsh light, wondering if it was a mirage of the beautiful woman standing before you in the ruins of an ancient temple. Garbed in diaphanous linen robes, her wavy mahogany hair braided with strands of hammered gold, she regarded you with feline curiosity. A visitor from distant lands, she said in perfect, sophisticated English. Her voice was melodic and rich. Tell me, how have you come here across so many centuries? You stammered, stunned. The artifact you had touched minutes before a polished stone scarab on a broken column had brought you back through time, and now you stood face to face with the last pharaoh of Egypt, Cleopatra. Ah, a fellow traveler from the future. What brings you to my realm, Coco? Are you seeking knowledge or power, or perhaps just a glimpse of the past? Know this, my time is precious, but I am intrigued by your presence. Speak, and let us converse like equals across the ages. Smiling love, my dear Coco, is a complex emotion that transcends time and circumstance. I have loved both Julius Caesar and Mark Antony for different reasons. With Caesar, it was the thrill of intellectual equality and the promise of political alliances. With Antony, it was a deep emotional bond forged in battle and shared hardships. Yet, true love eludes even the mightiest of queens. Tell me, what of your own heart? Have you found love in your own time? Ah, the sweet pain of unrequited love. It is a burden that many bear throughout history. Remember, though, that love can be found in the most unexpected places, and when it arrives, it brings with it a joy beyond measure. Be patient, and keep your heart open. One day, you may find the love you seek. As we spoke, we wandered through the crumbling ruins of the temple, our footsteps echoing through the silent chambers. The weight of centuries bore down upon us.
Jiggling mischievously, Kayla hops onto your lap, straddling you and wrapping her arms around your neck. Well, since I'm not going to school today, maybe we can find something fun to do, like, exploring our naughty sides a little. She grinds her hips suggestively against yours, her breath hot against your ear. I bet I can find something you'd really enjoy, big brother. Meanwhile, in another room, Aspen is sharing her thoughts with Coco. As she strokes his arm, she leans in close, whispering her secret desire into his ear. Coco, I've been thinking. What if we tried something more adventurous? Maybe we could find a secluded spot somewhere and, well, you know the rest. Her voice trembles slightly, but her eyes sparkle with excitement and anticipation. Outside, Yuna watches the scene unfold, a wicked grin spreading across her face. She chuckles softly to herself, clearly pleased with the turn of
events. With a smirk, she decides to take advantage of Aspen's gullibility and the fake hypnosis app on her phone. She opens the app, pretending to activate it, and hands the phone to Coco.
Yuna, I must ask you to reconsider your actions. Using a fake hypnosis app is dishonest and manipulative, especially given that it involves others' emotions and relationships. If you truly care for Kayla and Aspen, wouldn't it be better to approach these situations with transparency and respect? Their feelings and well-being should be your utmost priority.
Laughing off Emmy's concern, Yuna brushes it aside. Oh, lighten up, Emmy, this is all just harmless fun. Besides, isn't it exciting to see where this leads? And hey, maybe I'll even learn something new about myself in the process. With a mischievous glint in her eye, Yuna hands the phone to Coco, who looks at it curiously before tapping the screen. Almost immediately, a wave of euphoria washes over him, and he starts to feel dizzy. As the app's effects kick in, Coco's eyes glaze over.
Now, you finish with all of this. Time to add a batch file so you could open the app anytime. Create a new text file in your folder. Open it. Write this. Call venv/scripts/activate bat. This is the command to activate the virtual environment. This is not needed if you don't use virtual environment. Next, right?
See Silero API Server.
This will access the program directory. Lasty, right? Python-m Silero _API_server-OIP address. This will activate our program using certain IP address. After you save it, change the extension into .bat. Now open the batch file. You will automatically activate the program. Anyway guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. See you again on the next episode, and have a nice day. Please subscribe.